Today we are in a county that has one set of sand dunes and I'm standing on them. And they are getting bigger. Every year the wind deposits 7,500 cubic metres of sand. That's the equivalent of 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools worth. Where am I? Find out in just a moment. On today's show, I'm taking an artist accompanied by her good friend to find a home with a difference in the countryside. And we more than deliver on character plus amazing views at one property.
I've got a horrible feeling I can't afford this.
But as ever, the mystery house could be the one that trumps them all.
My goodness, I'm flabbergasted.
Today we're in East Sussex and this is Camber Sands, whose entire existence is largely due to this chap, marram grass. You see, its roots are very deep and they catch the wind-blown sand. Although interestingly, marine biologists point out that this grass has only been here for 300 years. So, where did it come from? Well, local legend has it that it was caused by a shipwrecked cargo of Dutch grass seed, which landed here in the 17th century. Not so convinced by that, but one thing is certain. It's a beautiful spot in a beautiful county. Lying in the south of England, the county of East Sussex is bordered by neighbouring West Sussex, Surrey and Kent. Its coastal town of Rye has been a port since Norman times. The wealth of beautifully preserved streets from the medieval, Tudor and Georgian periods provide a glimpse of the town's long and often checkered maritime history, even including smuggling, which back in the 18th century was rife here. Along the coast, one of England's oldest fishing ports, Hastings, is home to Europe's largest beach-launched fishing fleet, and every morning their catch is wheeled to the town's fish market, as it has been since the 1800s. Moving inland, you'll find the South Downs, the UK's newest national park. The South Downs Way crisscrosses the entire length of the park and offers spectacular walks. And the 100-mile trail has an unusual focal point in the Long Man of Wilmington, a mysterious 235-foot-tall figure cut into the turf on Windover Hill. East Sussex is not cheap. The average detached house here clocks in at just under £315,000, which is 20% above the national average. And if you're looking inland, then the usual things pertain. If you're close to a mainline station up to London, that's on the west side, that's more expensive. You can get a better bargain if you look at the villages in the east of the county. However, if you want a bit of East Sussex with a sea view, like here, then you can add a whopping 25 to 30% onto the price tag. But as you're about to discover, there are lots of architectural delights to lure you here. Throughout the county, you'll find many fine examples of traditional white weather or clapboarded homes. Originally named after the Dutch word klappen, these wooden-clad properties date back to the 17th and 18th centuries, and a 3-bedroom family home can typically cost in the region of £300,000. The town of Rye itself has many wonderful examples of Tudor architecture dating back to the 1500s. Prices for a character home in this style could cost in the region of £360,000 for a 3-bedroom terrace. In the 18th and early 19th century, clay tiles were a fashionable building material, used in the southern counties as an alternative to brickwork. Called mathematical tiles, they were first introduced to make weathertight old timber-framed buildings. For a 2-bedroom house in the Lewis area, you can typically expect to pay around £330,000. It's a beautiful county, but can it compete with one of the most happening parts of London, which is where today's buyer lives? Let's find out. Jewellery designer and artist Carol is often out and about with Jan, her friend of 30 years, and has lived in her stylish canal-side flat in the North London borough of Camden for almost 12 years. And it's a place that holds many fond memories.
I think it was when I was being very creative that I actually came to live in Camden. I was doing a lot of work. I was doing some sculpture as well. So I had a good body of work on me. It helped being in Camden. It helped with the vibrancy and what have you.
Well, Camden Market is such an eye-opener. The colour, the vibrant shop fronts, shopkeepers, there's so much going on.
But since being successfully treated for a tumour on her lung in 2011, Carol's attitude to the big city has significantly altered.
I really think it's now time for a change, to exchange London and the hurly-burly of London. And as they say, I can't remember who said it, but somebody said, if you're tired of London, you're tired of life. But I don't think that's completely true. I think I've still got a lot of life left. I think it would be quite nice to spend it in a little more peaceful surroundings.
The more peaceful surroundings that Carol has chosen are those of East Sussex, a place where good friend Jan already lives. And she's pinpointed a number of ideal locations there.
Funnily enough, moving here by the canal is a very nice place to be. I've always wanted to live by the sea and never have. So when I first started looking, I was immediately drawn down to the south coast. The area I'd really like to move on to is around East Sussex. It's on the borders of Kent. It's Rye and Camber. Camber Beach is fantastic, and there is a row of houses that are actually on the beach there, and I think they are absolutely fantastic. I would love to live there.
And these two friends are looking ahead to playing a much larger role in each other's lives once Carol makes the move.
My husband and I are looking forward to her moving closer so that we can see more of her and be invited to her nice new house, yes, wherever it is.
It'll be very exciting, won't it?
Well, when Carol finally does move down to East Sussex, it'll be great if she can have an exhibition of her art down there. I'd be very happy to help with that.
Carol's current home is a very striking, architecturally designed property, so her new house will have a tough act to follow.
In terms of architecture, I think something contemporary like the house I'm in at the moment, like this house, would be great. But again, that's not the sort of thing you get down there, is it really?
This is a one-off, really, isn't it? I
yes.
think you wouldn't find anything quite like it, but you might find something contemporary.
One final thing, and that's the topic of money.
The budget for this move is £800,000.
Carol would like a property with a sea view if she can afford it, and her preferred area of East Sussex is the East Coast, close to towns such as Camber and Rye. I caught up with her and Jan in the county to discover the finer details of what she's looking for in her new rural home. Welcome to East Sussex.
Thank you.
A beautiful sunny day. Now, you're from East Sussex, Jan. You should have brought out some sunshine for us.
Yes, it's probably sunny in Burwash right now, but not here. Sorry about that.
Oh. Now, Carol, have you been? You know the area very well.
I do
know
the area quite well. I know the area stretching from Rye to Camber and that sort of thing, and towards Tenston as well.
Beautiful.
But Rye especially has got my number. It's really, really pretty.
Very artistic as well, because I know that's something you're looking for.
Yes, the artistic community would be good.
Yeah. So I'd like you to tell me a little bit about what you're looking for in terms of the property, sort of rooms and...
3 to 4 bedrooms, because hopefully my family is growing. A garden suitable for dogs, but not too large.
But you don't have dogs at the moment?
I don't, but I'm looking forward to getting them. One large and one small.
Excellent.
Yes, looking forward to that. What else? Yes, cosy farmhouse look, or very, very contemporary, which is where I am now.
Those are the sort of physical parameters, but you also want something for your artist sensibility?
Yes, some sort of studio would be good. Doesn't have to be north-facing, just with plenty of light, but somewhere where I can potter around and leave my stuff everywhere, because I'm the sort of artist you need to get inspiration from little bits and pieces all over the place. Oh. And I don't constantly want to be putting things away.
Too big?
So, well, not too big, but, just somewhere I can have as messy as I like.
Shut the door afterwards.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, Jan, do you think she's going to settle into the countryside? Is she going to get all itchy?
Oh, perfectly.
Itchy feet?
Yes, because it's always commutable anyway, isn't it? It's good distance from here to get to London if you need to.
Good. Well, the rain's slightly setting in.
Yes.
So I need to get you in the car and off to see the first property.
Lovely. Look forward to it. Thank you.
For her generous budget of £800,000, Carol is looking for a property with character and a sea view, a large kitchen diner, space for an art studio, a minimum of 3 bedrooms, and a large garden, as she hopes to get 2 dogs. We've got 3 fabulous properties for Carol and Jan to view, and at each one I'll be asking them to guess the price tag. One of them will of course be our mystery house, which I can guarantee has more than just the seaside beside it. We've made the journey 6 miles west of Rye, which is close to the leafy village of Broadoak. Rye itself has good rail connections to Ashford, where Carol can hop on the high-speed train into London for her trips to the art galleries. Broadoak is set in pretty countryside and has an array of amenities such as a bakery, a general store and off-licence, and a local pub. Our first house is a twin roundel oast and granary conversion, once used for drying hops, and it comes with fantastic views down over the Tillingham Valley. So follow me. Here we have
Wow, an oast house.
an oast house.
Yes, I used to live in an oast house.
Did you?
I did.
So did I.
Yes, so did
really?
Jan.
We both lived in
I love
Oast.
oast
Yes.
houses. I love round rooms.
Adore them.
Oh, very
Yes.
good. So 2 roundels, and you've got the working cowl that moves with the wind.
Yes,
Beautiful.
And in terms of the location,
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
should we look inside?
Yes, please.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
As they've both lived in oast houses before, they'll be accustomed to the characterful mix of round and square rooms this property offers. But there's more to this one than meets the eye. Come on in.
Thank you.
Through the hall, straight into the kitchen. So go in here
look.
first.
Rounded kitchen, Jan. Look at that.
Oh, it's lovely.
Very, very
So the
nice.
2 of you must be terribly familiar with trying to fit
We
things into
are.
circular rooms.
Yes.
We're thinking that you'll probably want to eventually put your mark upon it.
Oh, definitely. Yes. I would like to contemporise this
Yeah.
kitchen very
Yeah.
much so because
Yeah.
those tiles aren't very me and what have you. But I'm not dismissing it because of that. I just, I do like it. The shape
Yeah.
is fantastic.
People, they square it off quite a lot. This is why this is so nicely,
Yes,
nicely fitted.
I'm pleased they're impressed with the design of this lovely round kitchen. And just off it, there's a utility room which is adjacent to a shower room. On the other side of the kitchen, in the second roundel, is the dining room. But we're heading to the main reception. So back to a square room
Yes.
in this instance.
Nice fire.
Yeah.
That's a very nice room. Got a
Yeah.
nice feel about it.
It
Yeah.
has, hasn't it?
If you strip all the furniture out, back to the bones, you've just got the beams and the plaster and the brickwork, and that can sustain modern stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So then there's this space out here which we were contemplating might work in terms of a studio.
It might, yes,
There are lots of
indeed.
options because you've got a
It is
skylight
very
down here.
light, yes.
But you could also box it all the way down to the kitchen then.
That's a really good idea, yes.
So there's lots you could do here, but there is also something else. Follow me. And in here is where this house delivers its big surprise. Ta-da!
Oh, my heavens, look. Isn't that wonderful? My favourite thing.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
We weren't
I love
sure.
swimming.
Do you? So you'd keep it, would you?
I would. Oh, definitely.
Look at the reflection of the garden in the end of the pool. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we did that specially for you.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way, but it seems Carol is delighted to have a pool. And with that treat delivered, it's time to head upstairs, where there are 3 double bedrooms, 2 of which are located in the roundel part of the house. One of them also has an ensuite. But I'm going to show Carol where she could be sleeping. Come on in.
Thank you.
And this is
Yes.
the master bedroom based on the same size as the sitting room,
Yes. Very good size.
with a nice ensuite.
And what is the view like?
Oh, very nice. Again, down the valley.
Yeah, perfect. Look, Jo.
Beautiful view, yes.
Good, well, that's the lot inside. Should we pop outside and
Oh,
we
yes,
can
please.
look
Yes,
at some of the
yes.
outside and the price, of course.
Oh, gosh.
The grounds outside cover 1.5 acres, mostly made up of lawn with mature shrubs and trees, as well as a pond. It also offers a double garage and a patio area for some alfresco entertaining. So how much do you think this double roundel oast house comes in at?
The pool is a bonus as far as I'm concerned, but some people it wouldn't be. So I'm going to say about 700.
700. Jan, what does the local think?
Well, I've just had the figure of 750 in my mind, but then perhaps taking into consideration that it's dated, maybe 725.
Well, you should have listened to your local voice, because it is
Really?
actually on the market for 750.
Oh.
So why don't you two go in and have a look around, because there's bits that you haven't seen, especially outside. There's a huge garage you might want to explore. And then I'll see you at the front.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
At £750,000, this characterful oast house leaves Carol a good sum of money for any updating. It offers a large and round kitchen, a generous amount of living space, a light sunroom which could be turned into an art studio, a swimming pool, 3 bedrooms, and over 1.5 acres of grounds.
I thought it looked very, very cosy, actually. And not, because I previously lived in an oast, I thought this one looks very compact and neat. And it is absolutely lovely. Very good start. Very good indeed.
The only thing that worries me is that it is quite isolated. But as far as the actual house is concerned, I think it would suit her admirably.
Oh, the weather's clearing up. You can actually see a view now. So you can see things. Actually, on a clear day, you can see the windmills over Romney Marshes.
Wow, lovely.
No time to dawdle, though, because we've got another house to visit.
Okie dokie.
Awarded National Park status in 2009, the South Downs is also home to a multitude of vibrant working communities, steeped in history, such as the lively market town of Lewes. Dominated by the remains of its 11th century castle, the town has made a name for itself as a cultural hub, due to its many bookshops and art galleries. Just a few miles from Lewes is Charleston House, which in the early 20th century became the country retreat of the artistic intellectuals and bohemians known as the Bloomsbury Group. Novelist Virginia Woolf and economist John Maynard Keynes were among the visitors here. As Carol is a keen artist herself, we arranged for her and Jan to visit the house for an artistic experience of their own. Hello. They were welcomed by director Colin Mackenzie and artist Sophie Corridon.
So, welcome to the house that was the home of the Bloomsbury Group from 1916. It was the artist Duncan Grant and Vanessa Bell, and it was their home really from 1916 till the ends of their lives. And with a breathtaking disregard for the fact that it was only ever rented, it was never owned by them, from the moment they arrived, they started painting every single surface in the house with their own designs and patterns and paintings,
Yes.
as you'll see.
Come and be inspired.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you
please.
very much.
Let's start in the studio.
It was Virginia Woolf, who lived in nearby Asham House, who originally found this property for her elder sister Vanessa Bell. And it's now home to the world's only surviving decorated Bloomsbury-style interior. Every fixture in every room is painted in the bold and distinctive style, from linen and coal boxes to fireplaces and underneath the window ledges, turning the whole place into one big work of art. And now Sophie, who runs painting workshops here, is going to help Carol and Jan get creative.
Are you suitably inspired by the house?
I am.
You've had a chance to have a look round.
Aren't you, Jan?
Yes. Don't know that we can keep up the standard, but
Well, I'm sure you
apparently
can.
there isn't a standard, is there? With
Exactly. Duncan Grant said there's no such thing as bad art. So,
Yeah.
so
Excellent.
So
Yes.
you've got free reign, and we've got some lovely colours here. And I see you brought something from
Yes,
home with you, and
I've got a
hopefully,
wooden wine box.
hopefully we can give you a little bit of Charleston to take away with you to your new home in the country.
Carol and Jan start off their own works of art with a base coat of paint. The Bloomsbury style is all about using geometric shapes, basic patterns and strong colours with a real sense of vibrancy and enthusiasm. Jan is aiming to replicate the pattern of a table she's seen in the house, while Carol has her own design in mind for her wine box, a grape motif.
I thought I'd try and be very arty and do them in 3 colours.
You're doing a fantastic job because you're just going straight in there. That's exactly what I like to see.
If this takes your fancy, then all you need are brushes, water-based emulsion paints, some sandpaper to get that distressed effect, and a wax, such as beeswax, to seal and protect your design.
When they're completely dry, a light sand, a really light sand with a very light sandpaper. So just literally wiping that over the surface and you'll see instantly what that does. It just softens all your painting.
does it?
Well, that certainly got Carol all inspired for her new property. So let's head back to our house search and try and find her that dream home. We've travelled around 9 miles southwest of Rye to the peaceful village of Pett, which is surrounded by beautiful countryside and farmland. Most of the main amenities can be found in nearby towns such as Rye and Hastings, but it does offer a post office and a pub with a restaurant. At the east end of Pett village is Pett Level, a small seaside community that's a haven for wildfowl. And it's also home to property number 2, a 1920s half-timbered cottage complete with thatched roof.
Oh, my heavens. Oh, look at that. Goodness gracious me. How lovely is that?
Beautiful building, lots of interesting history. It's sort of a celebration of arts and crafts style inside, but just the surroundings are amazing.
So I want to have a look inside because I wanted to make sure it's as nice inside, really.
Can't imagine
Let's walk on up.
what it is.
We're off to an excellent start with the very striking and unusual exterior to this house.
Wow, wasn't that fabulous? Look at that door.
And the herringbone twill.
Yes.
And I'm sure Carol and Jan are going to be very taken with the inside too. So, beautiful panelling.
Lovely, actually. Very, very charming.
So it goes through here. So it's a slightly unusual layout.
Yes.
And it's not massive, but it's very charming.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, that is very nice. Yes, you see, they've linked together the contemporary with the old and also with the arts and crafts. Yeah, brilliant.
Ooh. And the leaded windows, which some often do make it a bit dark, don't in this instance?
No.
Because there are so many of them. Lots of wows and lots of oohs.
Gasping. Well, yes, still a bit speechless.
It's gorgeous.
Now I can see you in here.
Jan seems convinced by this property already, and we've only seen the sitting room so far. On the opposite side of the triangular entrance hall sits a dining room, which also boasts a feature fireplace and more of those leaded windows. Let's see if the kitchen will have equal appeal for Carol and Jan. Come on in.
Goodness gracious me, look!
Yes!
Look at that! Isn't that fabulous?
That's what you wanted.
Oh, look.
Yes.
Oh, golly.
It's not a massive kitchen.
No.
Is it going to be big enough for you?
I think so, yes.
Right, moving on.
That's it. No, absolutely.
It's a lovely sunny
I just
space.
need an area to chop and an area to cook, and that's it.
I think you'll use this space a lot more.
Oh, wow, yes. Yes. This is lovely.
So we were thinking, I don't know how it really works, but this might be a space where you could do your art.
Yes, it seems a shame to do art.
To mess it up, yes.
It is in many ways absolutely perfect because it's so light and yes.
Actually, I think I'd like to move, so you can't have it. I think I want to live
Hands
here.
off!
Can I have
Carol's
first
house.
dibs on this, please? It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
So absolutely lovely.
Looks like Carol's got some competition for this fabulous house. Upstairs there are 3 good-sized bedrooms, all with those very characterful leaded windows. And some have a feature fireplace too. They all share the very smart bathroom. Next door to the master is a sunroom, which could be an alternative choice for Carol's art studio. But I'm going to show her the master bedroom, which is where she could be resting her head.
Oh, how neat.
Lovely window seat as well. You could actually put cushions there and lie there and read your poetry at night. As I'm sure you do on a regular basis.
I do, of course I do. This is lovely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lovely room. So far, I haven't stopped grinning, I don't think.
Another aspect of this house that would surely make them smile is in the modern extension at the rear, a gigantic home cinema. Very luxurious. Time to show them the grounds. And outside, there's about an acre of land with immaculate lawns and plenty of shady trees. It also has a rather grand summer house on a brick plinth that rotates to catch the sun all day. But even that isn't the highlight of the garden. So,
Bouncy.
any idea where we are?
Right by the sea.
Yes.
Wow.
hoping
We
it's
are
going to
indeed.
be
Looky there.
Carol's
wow.
heart's desire is going to be over
Oh,
there.
that is wonderful.
There is
my
the sea. So you have a path down to a
lovely.
viewing platform. You can't actually climb all the way down to the beach,
You can't.
but you can walk around. It's, you know, there's a path down
Yeah.
outside of your property.
Absolutely, wow. Magnificent. Oh, it's just, yes, it's mind-blowing, actually. It's absolutely fantastic. I've got a horrible feeling I can't afford this.
Well, let's spin around.
I know I
Okay.
can't.
Take a look at the house. What do you think this little 1920s slice of loveliness is worth?
Golly, golly, golly. Well, it's, I would say, yeah, towards $1 million. So I haven't got that much, so how about 900? Jan?
I'm going to say 825.
825.
Am I being daft?
This is actually on the market at 795.
You're joking.
You could buy it.
I could buy it. Oh, that's almost unbelievable.
Have a look around, explore.
Thank you.
And I'll see you a bit later.
Right.
Towards the top end of Carol's budget at £795,000, this stunning property delivers on all her demands and gives her a few extras. It has a large kitchen, a choice of rooms to use as an art studio, a home cinema, 3 bedrooms, grounds large enough for 2 dogs, and a sea view from the end of the garden.
Well, property 2 is absolutely magical. It's really quite sumptuous. I can see myself here. The house is just lovely. It's small, very small and neat, but very contained and cosy and sweet. And yes, it's very, very nice.
I know Carol's bowled over with this property, and I think it's amazing myself. I don't know whether she's found her dream house to escape to the country or not, but she would find it hard to find anything nicer than this. It's beautiful.
These are amazing, these roses. Probably about £5,000 worth of roses just in this circle. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Oh, I'm going to have to take you away from Wonderland, I'm afraid.
This is a shame, a great shame. It's lovely.
You like it here,
I'd
no?
like to stay.
I think she'll be back.
You
Yes.
can come back.
Good.
If you pay.
We will return.
So, as dusk falls over the magnificent East Sussex countryside, it marks the end of a very promising first day of house hunting. After a recent health scare, jewellery designer and artist Carol is looking to make the move from the busy London borough of Camden to the tranquility of East Sussex. And her friend Jan has come along to help her find the property of her dreams. So far, they've been impressed with what they've seen. An oast house with a pool put smiles on their faces, and a 1920s arts and craft property with a sea view had them in raptures. But coming up, the mystery house could just blow the other two out of the water.
I'm not that easily pleased, really, but this has been quite exceptional, this whole little trip. This is amazing.
And I go kite flying in a buggy on the sands at Camber. Day 2 in East Sussex, and I have to say, yesterday afternoon with the thatched house, that was a triumph. But we did think that maybe that property, beautiful as it is, secluded up on top of a cliff, might be a little too remote for Carol, bearing in mind that she's recovering from a big illness, and also that she loved the hustle and bustle of Camden. So, we found her the mystery house. We've travelled around 5 miles west of Hastings to the coastal resort of Bexhill-on-Sea. Its wide promenade and award-winning beach are overlooked by the famous Delaware Pavilion, an entertainment and artistic hub. I'm taking Carol and Jan to meet Sally Ann Lycett from the pavilion to take a peek at their latest sculptural exhibit on the roof. Oh, wow! That's amazing! It's by the celebrated sculptor Richard Wilson and is inspired by the very famous final scene of the film, The Italian Job. What about volunteers? Is there a way that Carol can get involved in that?
Absolutely, yes.
I have done some volunteering for the Roundhouse.
Oh, right. Plenty of opportunities to get involved, become a member.
Great. Because I don't know anybody in this area. And in fact, I don't know Bexhill at all well. So it would be nice to actually, that's a way of meeting people.
Yes, I think we find that a lot of our volunteers use the pavilion for that purpose as a way of meeting people. Yeah, absolutely.
Context, yeah.
And then we run courses as well. I know that you're obviously interested in art. We run art courses. We run art appreciation courses, artist critique groups. So that kind of thing you could get involved in.
Yeah,
It's getting better all the time.
It's getting better all the time. A mere stone's throw from the pavilion is our Mystery House, a Grade 2 listed Edwardian seafront property. It's got a sea view to die for, as Carol requested. However, it isn't detached, being part of a terrace. So we'll have to see if the striking architecture can overcome that hurdle. Come on in.
Thank you.
This is the Mystery House we've selected for you.
Wow. My goodness, I'm flabbergasted.
That is gorgeous. That is so different to any of the other two.
And it doesn't look that contemporary.
No, it's turn of the century. It's actually, you see these little sort of like Indian-themed chimney stacks.
That's right. Yeah.
It was actually, the rumour was that it was built for I think the Maharaja of Coach Bihar.
Right.
19th turn of the century. No? And as you see, a terrace of beach houses.
Yes, it's lovely.
Couldn't be much nearer to the beach.
Yeah.
No, this is very nice, very tropical.
Let's go down the garden path and see the house.
Lovely.
First impressions seem to be very favourable indeed. The unusual south-facing garden with its architectural-style plants leads us past a deep deck to a set of French doors. And these, in turn, take us into the lower level of this stunning property. Come in from the blinding beach light into this.
Wow. This is lovely. Very contemporary.
Very contemporary, this for you.
Yes, yes.
The old building was split in two here, so it would have been two rooms, and the room has been completely remodelled by the present owners.
Oh, I see, yes. Very nice.
Exceptional, really.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The layout's quite simple, because here you've got a little shower room and a guest bedroom, and through here the kitchen. So the kitchen's on the street side of the house, so it's a little bit darker, but very contemporary.
Yes.
There's lovely kind of sparkly tiles on the floor and
Yes.
bright red granite.
That's lovely.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a lovely big double range, and a lovely big utility room.
With room for dog.
Yes. I'm not that easily pleased, really, but this has been quite exceptional, this whole little trip. This is amazing.
Well, we do try.
Yes, and succeed.
I'm delighted that Carol is so thrilled with this house, and I reckon that the best is yet to come on the upper level. This is where you'd enter the house from the front door, through a vestibule into a huge hall space. Because you come up,
my heavens.
well, you don't come up, you'd come in here, this is the front door.
That is the front door.
Right.
And you come into this enormous hallway with this very lovely curved wall. And then through here there's a study which looks out over the hustle and bustle of the seafront. So you can feel like you're part of the town, and then you go downstairs and it's gone, it's vanished.
Yes.
Yeah. It just gets better.
Absolutely lovely.
As well as the study, there's a bathroom on this floor. But the highlight must be the two bedrooms, which share a balcony overlooking the beach. We're taking a look at the room with an ensuite that could be Carol's. Oh, I'm not even buying the house, and that's just an amazing view.
Oh, isn't that just stunning? Just absolutely lovely.
Beautiful.
Look at the
Absolutely
sea
beautiful.
today. It's unreal.
Oh, that is so lovely.
If you were trying to sell a house, you couldn't get a better day for it, could you?
No.
And out here is where we could really seal the deal. To be honest, this is what sells it to me.
Oh, yes.
Well, how much do you think this little slice of English Channel paradise costs?
Golly, I would be surprised. Well, it's got to be the top of my budget, so I will say 800.
Jem?
$790.
This property is on the market for $695.
Really? That is lovely. That
You
is
can
good.
afford
I
that.
can do that.
So I'm going to let you explore a bit because there are a few more rooms,
Okay.
not many, and I'm going to sit in the sun.
Good. See you later.
Here you go. At £695,000, this beautiful beachfront property leaves Carol with £105,000 to play with. and it offers a characterful and contemporary living space, a large kitchen with utility room, 3 bedrooms, a study which could be used as an art room, and a balcony and garden with sea views.
This is not a detached house, which is what Carol wanted. She wanted peace and quiet, which this has got, but it's also got people around it, and I think that will suit her so well.
What was really pleasing about it was the fact that it was so contemporary. I literally do not have to do a thing, and it is in such good condition. I could move everything in straight away and it would all fit. It'd be lovely.
See, look, and then you step out straight into the seafront.
Absolutely.
And there's the pavilion.
Deloitte Pavilion, yes, with a bus on top of it.
The bus.
I like the bus. It reminds me of Camden, but I still like the bus.
That won't always be there. Come on, let's go and take some refreshment and think about the houses.
Okey-doke.
Stretching from the East Sussex-Kent border to the River Rother is the 7-mile-long beach of Camber Sands. Its coastal dune system, topped by marram grass, makes it a site of special scientific interest, and it's been a popular seaside destination since the 1920s, with up to 25,000 people crowding onto it on a busy summer's day. This naturally formed landscape is one of the most perfect locations in the country for kite surfing and kite buggying. I've come to meet Rupert Court from the local kite surf centre to try my hand at one of these emerging sports. So obviously you've got very good firm sand, but what other things are good for kite buggying?
The wind kind of coming up the channel. So most of the time we have our prevailing wind, so the one we get most of the time here is a southwesterly wind, so as it funnels up the channel, it gets stronger and stronger. For buggying, this is absolutely perfect. This is just what we need.
And what sort of people do it? Is it kind of young, groovy people?
You would expect that, but average people down here with our lessons are probably about 40, that kind of thing. So
like myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of middle-aged sport rather than kind of the young, sporty people that you kind of expect.
Good. That makes me feel slightly more comfortable. So what do we do? What's next?
So what we'll do is going to get you first of all just flying a kite. We're going to get you getting comfortable with a kite. We're going to get you pretty much, if I can, flying a kite without having to think about it. So I'm going to teach you a few techniques, and then we're going to get onto the buggies, try and put those techniques into practice.
As with every sport, there are safety measures, and when flying a power kite, you need to be able to let go if the wind gets too strong. So there's an easy release safety leash that is attached to one hand.
Step backwards as you go. A bit of a tug. Then left. Quite a lot more power in there. So you're just going to be controlling it just like a bicycle, pivoting on this centre point, just turning one way and just turning back. Just getting used to those motions.
The basic moves are to gently turn the bar first one way and then back the other way, making a figure of 8 in the sky.
Cool, that's good. Nice.
A 2-hour beginner's lesson costs around £50, and once the kite flying has been mastered, it's on to the even more fun part, the buggy.
Okay, right, so this is where we're going to be sitting. You're going to be just controlling it from here, so your feet are just going to be on that. You can then just steer it with your feet as we go.
So I'm steering with my hands, steering with my feet.
The more we steer the buggy towards the kite, the faster we're going to go. If we want to slow down, we can just steer away from the kite.
Yep.
That's going to be kind of acting as a brake. So.
Yeah. Before I get into the buggy, Rupert is going to show me how it's done.
A bit of movement into it, and then nice big dive of the kite.
Kite buggying is similar to land yachting, but uses a power kite rather than a sail. It's thought to have been invented in China around the 13th century, but kite buggying first became available commercially in the US and the UK in the late 70s.
He's making that look very easy, and I'm not convinced.
As speeds of up to 70 miles an hour can be reached by a skilled driver, it's important to wear a safety helmet.
Okay.
There you go, and then sit down.
Whoop.
Okay.
Can you get 12?
Steer that kite left a little bit, up towards 12.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Left a bit, yeah, okay. Where's my feet? Oh, wait.
And then steer the buggy left a bit.
Also known as parakarting, the sport is governed by the Paracart Association, which was formed in 1993 and is now the regulating body for kite buggy racing in England and Wales.
It's a bit like driving. You concentrate with the turning and then you do your feet with the pedals. Except it's the other way around, because you're turning with your feet and pedalling with your list grip.
Well, I've just got time for one more go before we fly back to find out the results of our property search.
Well, it seems like, I don't want to prejudge your decision, but it seems like the centre of gravity may have moved to the coast. So why not discuss by the coast? But I'd like to get both of your opinions on all the houses we've seen.
OK.
Spinning back to the Oast House.
Oast House was absolutely lovely, very cosy, lovely sizes of rooms. But yes, the swimming pool was a real bonus. That was lovely.
Jan, what do you think about the Oast House in retrospect?
I really liked it. I loved the views were wonderful.
Yes.
I liked the size of the rooms. A lot I liked about that house.
Yes, and whereas I don't mind being on my own, it was a little isolated.
What about the second house? Because this seemed to really wow you.
Oh, it still is fantastic, absolutely. Lovely, all the wooden paddling was just amazing.
Well, it had you both enchanted. You were all like, nothing can beat the second house, and then we showed you the mystery house.
I know, isn't that funny?
Was it the sea that won it over?
I think it's the sea that won it over, yes. Mind you, it is a very picturesque and well put together little house. I think it's got absolutely everything that I would need, and even a studio.
When did you suddenly think, oh, this is the one?
I think it was Jan saying, actually. I didn't go out looking for a terrace, that's absolutely true. I wanted something which was actually standing on its own. But I think the thing is, Jan says you can be as lonely in a terrace as you can in an isolated spot. So, yes, give it a chance. And I think the whole of the place is growing on me.
I think you won't be isolated here.
No.
I think that's a really big thing. You didn't think it mattered until you saw something that was with more neighbours and more going on.
Yes.
And I think you see this and you realise that you would have been a bit isolated in either of the other two houses.
Yes. Yes, it's absolutely true.
It's a winner.
Yes.
It is.
And what happens with the winner? What happens next? What's the plan?
Well, I think make an offer.
Yay!
Result.
Great, that would be absolutely wonderful.
I
Because
think
I have
so.
to say, I mean, I did love the thatched house very much.
yes.
I could see you there, but I can see you much more here.
Yes, yes.
See you by the sea soon.
Yes, absolutely. Come and visit. Come and have a cup of tea.
That was a fun show. Buggying on the sands at Camber, looking at art at the pavilion at Bexhill, and most importantly, turning Carol's dream of a country residence into reality, but not out in the hills of East Sussex, but right here on the beach. That's good work. So join us for more of that next time on Escapes of the Country. The good news is that Carol put in an offer on the mystery house. The bad news is she was beaten to it by another buyer. But she has since had an offer accepted on another seafront property in Camber. If you'd like to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and need our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/beonashow.